Alright guys, right now it is 13th of September and I woke up at 19 to 10 p.m. a.m. By the way guys, I think I actually closed my eyes at 12:00 a.m. So yes, you could say I was with my eyes closed between 12:00 a.m. and 9:41 a.m. So I slept 9 hours 41 minutes. Well, actually 9 hours 41 minutes minus 15 minutes, as it takes me 15 minutes to fall asleep. But yes, I don't think that will define my day. Like, if I didn't wake up at 6 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. It is alright if I woke up a little later. My routine is still forming, so yes. Have a good one. I'll update you. Now I'll make sure I go as soon as possible to the gym. But first I'll eat something, do my hygiene. So yes, I'll update you. It is 20 to 11 p.m. and I got out of the house and I'm going to the gym. So, I kinda put this thing on this thing because I want to memorize this, right? Why I did that? It isn't that easy. I have to understand that I have to do it first. So I was kind of assembling a mechanical wheel, which I kind of put here. So I was doing this stuff essentially. But yeah, before doing this stuff, you get a point. I must first do this stuff. This stuff. You see? Why? Because this thing wasn't attached to this thing before me starting to even assemble this mechanical wheel, right? But yes, I inspired myself from here. Yes, it's in essence from here, right? So this thing, right? Get a point. So yes, I'm about to go home because I kind of decided that I wanna tell my father that I'm disciplined by telling him that I can, get out of the office at exactly 10 p.m. Why do I want to do that? Because I'm a people pleaser? No. Because I want to tell him with my actions that I have discipline, capacity. And so for the next 2 weeks, ChatGPT recommended me that, by the way. He knows a lot of psychology and I learned from him and from the real world too. He's kind of a teacher. A teacher also tells you what answers you should try first, like what actions you should try first and see if it works or not. So yeah, for the next 2 weeks between now, 12th of September, of course, until the night of kinda 26th of September, I want to get out of this office most of the time at 10 p.m. And why not all the time? Because my father tells me, bro, get out of here at 10 p.m. You want to rest. My mother tells me, hey, I understand you sometimes can do that, but most of the time, please get out earlier. You get home at 11 p.m. it is too late. So I kind of want to take an average from the parents. And you get a point, I think, probably 2 times per week. Either it is like Sunday and Saturday, or Sunday and like Friday on Sundays. Doesn't matter. Like in these days, I'm gonna leave at probably, I think, 11 p.m. 11:00 p.m. at 10 p.m. You get a point, guys. So I'll update you. By the way, I have to upload a YouTube video. Sure. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna do that. Not as I go home, but at home. Sure. Have a good one. I'll update you. But I'll make sure it won't take me time from my sleep. Yeah, so if someone wants to call me, I think I should respond from my laptop or iPad. But better laptop is just more accessible yet. I don't even know if the iPad is charged. One to 2 p.m. As you see, I got something to eat, so I'm already in the office. There is some meat. There is some, I don't know how it is called in English. Yeah. And by the way, I will always make sure that I have some tools for eating packed in this. Right? They're always there. So guys, I'll update you. Have a good one. Guys, it is 3 to 2 p.m. I just bought some water, of course, and yeah. But actually, here's the check for what I ate. So the water was like, I don't know, 60 lei or kind of like that. Like 10 leis, one bottle. Yeah, not that expensive. But yes, actually I should buy right now some toilet paper. As you see, there is none yet. So yeah, have a good one. And yeah, guys, I actually made some mistake. I bought 2 such bottles of water, but they are like with these bubbles, you know. 2 of them I bought. Then I bought 1 basic water, simple water. Yes, it's a sign that, yes, by the way, I was walking very confidently in that store. You know, I was too focused on that, so it seems like I must be a little less confident, or at least become confident gradually, because I don't want to make such stupid mistakes, like with the water. So yeah, I will update you. Guys, I just had a thinking session, so it's already 3 p.m. And I want to tell you that I discovered something new. Do you remember that quote from Andrew Tate which says, "No movies. I'm locked in, I'm in the trenches, I'm getting rich." So what he meant by no movies isn't actually that you have to cut all distractions. Well, I mean, he meant that, but I didn't understand properly what distractions mean. Distractions mean that in your free time, you scroll on TikTok aimlessly, when you could actually, let's say, learn robotics, right? Like to know what part should stay where. And doing that in CAD. I mean, computer-aided design. It's a program on the computer, right? Because I think that's gonna be a very required role in the next 5 years, after 5 years from now on past, especially. I mean, Jensen Huang promotes that the world needs robots who shouldn't be that lazy. This is exactly what he said in essence in a podcast, probably from with that girl, beautiful girl that interviews a lot of tech guys, even Sam Altman. She's probably the Silicon Valley girl or another girl, so yeah. So let me give you examples of what aren't distractions, right? Stopping your work, let's say on coding, you know, so that you help your mom because she wants that. That's not a distraction. That's a contribution to the family, and family is worth helping, you know. family can give you support and all that stuff. I mean, especially now when you're kind of busy and you don't have, especially now when you, man, don't have money, it's worth helping the family, trust me, with physical actions, right? Mental actions. When you'll have money, of course, you'll be able to help them just by giving them money, and so your attention won't be affected. Alright, guys, this is the message I wanted to transmit to you because I'm still rewiring. Right now I decided to rewire my brain to be more grateful, humble, while confident, right? And I say this because I was trying to create a certain energy in my body. Me taking up like, oh hi, you know. And that's cringy, guys, I know. Have a good one. But first, let me imagine what I want to become. I mean, I have what it takes. I'm sure. I'm convinced. So I am convinced that I have what it takes. How does that feel like? I wake up every day at the same time with a smile and a confident posture. I go to the gym eventually, but that's gonna be in the future. Because now I'm constantly going to the gym after school and then going to my father's office to work as much as possible on school, 75% of the free time that I have, and then 25% of the same time on robotics and business, tech, networking. But when it is weekend, I'm just gonna answer all the calls on my phone, but also during the work days and in the weekdays. I mean, in the weekends and in the work days, I'm gonna still answer my phone every time because I don't have money or connections, I guess. But yes, I want to do that. It's worth it, especially in this period of my life, like until I'm 18 years old or until I have $10,000 per month in personal profit. I'm still letting people know where I go to the gym, and that is okay. I'm not hiding my addresses so that people don't know where to find me. Yeah. That's that, and that's that. You know, guys, right now it is 22 to 4 p.m. And I was like thinking how to organize my day. Then I thought it really isn't worth it. But then I thought, oh, by the way, I'm actually still at humanities at school. There is a more of an accent on humanitarian objects, not science type of objects. So I remembered that I actually want to move to the real profile, the sciences profile. And then I remembered that I actually want to do that when I am in 12th grade, because that is the last grade of school. That is when you're not learning anything. The teacher that just doesn't care. You do whatever you want. All the teacher cares is that you prepare. And I'm definitely preparing. I know how to prepare. So I just have this in my mind. Today I want to do both robotics and school stuff. And I care about it much enough, even though I function best when I just hyper focus on one subject for 1 month straight. My current circumstances just don't allow that. If I focus just on robotics all day or on physics all day long for 1 month, everything is gonna fall, and that is bad. That is very bad. So I'm actually thinking to at least do the minimal stuff. The minimal stuff is like let's say if I have 3 hours to work, which is a lot. Of course, it is if I'm not gonna be forced to give up and help my parents with something, and I would do that. Why not? Though if I'm not forced to give up, I don't give up. Yeah. So yeah, I want to prepare at all school subjects today. Minimally. And then I want to dedicate. Wait. Alright, guys, so I just made this decision that I'm gonna work in the next 3 hours and 55 minutes just on school. I'm not gonna complicate myself. And yes, after this time passes, for 1 hour and 20 minutes, I'll work on robotics. And then I'll go home, I don't know, like help my parents with something if needed. I'll just rest, use ChatGPT for thinking and so on. I like thinking. So yeah, have a good one. And yes, why did I say that I don't want to complicate myself? Because I have this experience where I was extremely productive in August 2024, where I kind of learned all physics from the beginning of 6th grade until the middle of 7th grade in just 1 month. And it was because I was hyper-focused 8 hours per day, every single day. Some exceptions were, but they were rare when I didn't do that, though. And I was thinking that, I better, focus all day long on just either robotics or one school subject, I have this mindset that I'm going to become successful no matter what. I have what it takes. So I care about becoming successful so much that I'm just gonna prepare at all school subjects in the next 3 hours and 55 minutes. Honestly. Because it is important to be always prepared at school subjects, and even better to be ahead of the class. Because I want to prove people that I'm better than most people. So that I gain respect. So yeah, it's that simple. By better than most people, I mean more hardworking, essentially. 27 to 5 p.m. guys, I just want to remind you of something, though to myself actually. In the business session, I want to post on YouTube, look at what I filmed on YouTube, then also do something about the robot. I mean to replace some parts. I want to also compare my routine with the routine of Lex Friedman. Alright guys, so I spent pretty much half of the 4 hours of time that I planned to work on homework. Let me tell you what I spent it on. I spent it on doing the fucking geography. And I'm still having this massive problem, and I'm still working to rewire my brain to not have this problem anymore. The problem is, guys, that I'm pretty, let's say, rushed. So let me just show to you what I wrote. So the homework starts from here. Oh, sorry, not from here. This was the last one. Wait. Yeah, Here's how the homework started. Here it is. Oh my gosh. You see, it's crazy. So I actually started pretty perfectly. It's better. Here's a mistake, but it is definitely better than this. Right? Yeah, so I did it pretty much in a rush because I was telling in my mind to myself, it was an inner monologue or inter monologue. It was finish it as fast as you can. You're gonna do 100 times more homework than people expect, let's say. Which is obviously ambitious, but too ambitious, honestly. Or at least, I'm not saying this isn't possible, it's definitely possible. History shows that people have done it, and there is no universal. There is no law from the universe that says I can't accomplish 100 times more at geography homework than my classmates, any of my classmates in the same time, like let's say 1 hour. Right? So it isn't the goal itself. The problem is the method. So I'm having a growth mindset, right, guys? I have a growth mindset. So I want to rewire my brain as, I don't know, maybe it'll take me 1 month. I don't care. But I must know that I'm working on this and I'm making progress, daily progress, whether indirect or direct. Here's how I want my mind to think like. Alright, I've got like 4 hours to do homework. Anyways, I'll just be present. I will be relaxed as I am at the gym when I'm not even looking at a clock. I'm just doing the exercises that are written in my notes. I'm not even tracking the progress, guys. I just go to the gym. I'm just focused so much on the moment that I even have a pretty good memory. Like I remember that last time I did with 4 kilograms per side, this frontal movements with the dumbbells for the shoulders. I've got to be present in the moment. You know, I still have approximately 2 hours to work on homework. So yes, it's basically, philosophically speaking, working on the present. I mean, being focused on the present while working for the future. Being focused on the present while working for the future. So you guys, I must adopt this mindset. 24 to 7 p.m. I just discovered that my father called me. And yeah, he told me that he would be able to bring to my home such a place, and I told him that I'm at his office. And yeah, he just told me hi. I gave him a hug, a little kiss here. That's how we do in Moldova. And He kind of told me to leave the plate like here, like this. Because, yeah, like a car washer would clean it. New standards. What should I say? Then I also discovered that 20 minutes ago, my mother called me and she told me that she misses me. And yeah, then she told me that I should put my electric scooter here at my father's work. Have a good one. Alright guys, I have 53 minutes left out of 1 hour and 15 minutes to work on the business. ADHD. As you see, I'm not at a desk, I'm here on the couch. Holy shit. I was talking to ChatGPT. Holy shit, guys, my mom just called me. By the way, it is 26 to 11 p.m. She told me about, hey, you told me you'll come at 10 p.m. at home. By the way, before, actually what I said to her on the phone is, I'll probably come at home at 10:00 p.m. But then actually at 10:30 p.m. It's crazy, she heard what she wanted. And by the way, guys, I wanted to tell you that I have some talent at music. Listen. Naminana sisa da di da di da di da. Naminana sisa da di da di da di da. Da.